What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about M2, alright, and the teams, who's going to be included in M2. And we're kind of going to be looking at the reason why some countries are not included, or some regions are not included, alright. A lot of it has to do with the pandemic, obviously, so it's harder to travel. But we'll talk about it here. I did some research about it as to why other countries could go and as to why other countries couldn't go. Alright, so we'll look at the trailer first, and then at the end I'll show you guys what I found. We'll talk about it, and hopefully we'll have a discussion on the comment section if you guys have more information about traveling. Alright, so let's look at this and react to the video first. It's only a minute and 15 seconds, so it should be pretty fast. Brazil. Myanmar, of course, burmese. Really good. 10 seconds. And by the way, guys, for 10-second gaming froz, I cannot believe that Japan didn't have any qualifiers at all. So Obian actually posted on his Facebook page that his team got directly invited to M2. So there's no qualifiers at all. So like AZV bros did not even have a chance to qualify at all. But I did hear that they also disbanded. Alright, so yeah, no qualifiers. They just directly invited. As for the Brazilian team, the DreamMax, instead of Geo, it's DreamMax now. They are also directly invited. I don't think they had a qualifier, but they had a tournament recently, which I will do an analysis soon, by the way. And check out how they play, okay? So DreamMax is something new. And if you guys are wondering, well, where's Deus Vult? Well, this is Deus Vult. They just changed it to unique devu. I guess it's just another branch of Deus Vult. I'm not sure if it's the same team. If you guys are from Europe, please let me know if it's the same exact roster. It might be different because different name, not sure. But if you have more information about it, please comment that below. Okay. Of course, I'll turn you to RQ. Stop. So there's many countries that were in M1 that is not included here in M2. And we'll talk about that in a second. We got Todak from Malaysia, and then Singapore we have two teams, evos SG and RSG. I'm not really sure how they figure that out. Like, why didn't they do two Malaysian teams and then two Singaporean teams? Why is it two Singaporean teams and one Malaysian team? So, because they're both in the same MPL, right? And Todak ended up being the champions. But it still doesn't make sense to me, at least. Impunity KH, I'm pretty sure you guys remember them, the Cambodia team. Laos is not there anymore, so Candy Comeback's not there anymore. NA, which is the US team, is not there anymore. Vietnam, who was really strong in M1, by the way. They were destroying almost everybody during the scrims. So that was a really good team, actually. And of course, I'm glad to see 10-second gaming back, even though I wanted to see like AZV bros actually go into M2 because they were the better team. I analyzed the game with 10-second gaming frost versus the AZV bros. AZB bros, they're so much better. They are just so much better. As for the Brazilian team, I don't have a lot of information about them, but I do have a VOD or a replay of a game in a tournament, and I will analyze that soon. And I think that is it for this. But yeah, let's look at the research on what I did, at least. So I searched up, can American citizens travel to Singapore? And apparently you need a safe travel pass. Don't exactly know what that is to enter Singapore. Alright, so maybe it takes a really long time to process that. This is because of the pandemic, obviously. So yeah, you need a safe travel pass to go to Singapore, even if it's for just a short time. And then I searched up, how do I get a travel pass? And Vietnam needs the same thing, by the way. But instead of safe, I don't know if safe travel pass, okay. For US it says safe travel pass, and then I searched up Vietnam and it says air travel pass. So for US, you need a safe travel pass. For Vietnam, you need an air travel pass. Don't really know what the difference is, but you need those for those two countries that are missing, right? So you need at least 7 to 30 days, calendar days, for you to process this. and it's valid as soon as you enter. It's valid for up to 7 days after. So I don't know how long you can stay even with the air travel pass. And there's more to it after that. I'm pretty sure I talked to Coach Leather about it. Filipinos also have to quarantine. So for the people that are going to M2, they also have to quarantine for a very long time. I think 2 weeks to quarantine in the hotel itself. So they can't go anywhere. They can't even go out. You're not gonna enjoy it as much. Whereas M1, you were able to go out, eat some food, drink maybe. I don't know, but you know what I mean. It's gonna be a lot different because of the quarantine or the pandemic issue that we have that's going on right now. That's for Vietnam and US. That's the reason why they're not in M2. All right, it's pretty much Munton was like probably, oh man, it takes too long to process this for Vietnam and US. There's no way we could do this on time because the M2 is gonna be in January and it's already December 8th. It's already December 8th when I'm doing this video, and it's gonna take them way too long to process the air travel pass / safe travel pass. So why can Filipinos get in? So apparently Filipinos are allowed to enter Singapore with no visa at all, and they can be there for 30 days from what it says right here. An initial 30 days of stay in Singapore. You could apply for extension, but I don't think they need an extension if you're going for M2 since it doesn't take that long. It doesn't take a month to do M2. So yeah, I think this is because the Philippines and Singapore, they have good relations with each other. So it's more lenient compared to US and Vietnam, obviously. So it just depends on the relations of each country. Would they be more stricter to this country? Would they be more, loose to this country? So that's for the Philippines. So no problems for the Philippines. For Indonesians though, you also need a safe travel pass for Indonesians. It says you're eligible to apply for a safe travel pass under the RGL arrangement. I don't know what the hell that means, for travel to Singapore, but I'm guessing you still need a safe travel pass to get there. But the reason why Munton is putting so much priority on Indonesia is because Indonesia is obviously the biggest viewership. The population is there for ML. So it's very important for Indonesia to be able to go to M2. If they didn't include Indonesia in M2, so many people would get so mad. So that's why they included Indonesia. And plus, MPL Indo is something that you pay for. The slots for MPL Indo, you pay for that. It's kind of like franchising in a way. So they're using that money to process and I guess expedite the process for Indonesian teams. But for US, we don't have any MPL. For Vietnam, they don't have an MPL either. I would have loved to see VFM be able to, join M2 because they were a really good team. And plus, on the recent tournaments that they joined, I heard that they disbanded as well. I'm not sure if it's true. But last season, man, or like just recently, they're all in the top leaderboards. They're crazy at grinding. And then I searched up Japan. Can Japanese people enter Singapore? Same thing as Philippines. Japan, apparently, they have a travel corridor. I don't know what that means, but it's easier apparently for Japanese citizens to be able to travel to Singapore. So that's why they're also included, and that's why it's not a problem for Munton to include Japan. Now let's check out Russia. Can Russia enter Singapore? And it says right here, according to Singapore's visa policy, the citizens of 15 countries, and Russia is included in those 15 countries, means that you don't have to go to the nearest Singaporean diplomatic mission for your travel permit. So you can just fly, I guess, freely. If you're a Russian citizen, I guess Singapore has good relations with Russia. And I also searched Brazil, same thing, visa-free entry for Brazilians. So it's a lot easier for these countries to enter Singapore. And I think that's why Munton included these countries instead of the other countries like US. Vietnam is not there. Laos is not there. There's many teams and countries that are not included. But we cannot really blame them because all the travel issues, it's a hassle, man. It really is a hassle. I still feel like Munton really forced M2 to happen because MSC didn't happen. There was MPLI, which was a Southeast Asia tournament, I guess. But Worlds, they really wanted Worlds to happen. Because if League of Legends can do Worlds, why can't Munton do Worlds, right? I don't know how Riot did it. Because if you remember, TSM was part of Worlds. Cloud9, who was also part of Worlds. Why are they able to bring in US citizens when Munton can't do it? You know what I mean? So it's just the matter of time. I guess they didn't have time to process the safe travel pass or air travel pass for US and Vietnam. But for Indonesian, of course, like I said earlier, they prioritize this country because a lot of their viewers and population of the players are from Indonesia. So I can't really blame them with that. It's just, in a business standpoint, it makes sense for them. All right? It's a disappointment because for US players, at least for North American players and for Vietnam players and whoever else was not included, because like some teams were really excited to go back to M2 since it was announced, but they didn't know if they were going to get invited or not. There's no qualifiers that happened. The only qualifiers that technically happened was MPL for Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore, and Myanmar. Those are the only technically 4 qualifiers for you to get to M2. But for the other countries that don't have MPL, they never had qualifiers, okay? It was just a direct invite from Munton, whichever team they thought was really strong in that specific country. Alright, so if you guys have more information about this, please comment that below. I don't know if I'm getting this right, but from what I see at least, that's the complication right there. So sadly, we're not going to see either BTK or Gosu ballot it out to qualify for M2. It is what it is. Can't do anything about it anymore. Let's just move on. But yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, and hit the notification bell for more analysis and for more, you know, news about ML in general. I'm probably gonna do the Brazil. I'm gonna check out the Brazil, see how they play, all right, in the next video. They're a team that I've never heard of before, so kind of interested in what they have to offer. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.